Let's talk quarterbacks. D'Amico Ryans has been saying, C.J. Stroud, I am not concerned. I am unconcerned over the pec issue that's caused him to not throw a football. Guess who threw a football today for the Houston Texans? C.J. Stroud.
Oh.
Guess who gets to stand up there and be all unconcerned and not have it change a message from what he's been delivering? D'Amico Ryans.
Oh, CJ threw today, right? All right. Just the CJ's a competitor, and last week CJ, he was adamant about going out and practicing. It just shows the type of person that CJ is. But for me, as a head coach, it's important for me to just make sure we're protecting him, making sure we're doing what's best for CJ, and not really worried about the outside opinions or other people. Nobody knows the information about our players more than me. And so I'm going to make sure I always do what's in the best interest of our players, first and foremost with their health and wellness. That's always on the forefront of my mind. And so that's why the decision was made about CJ. I think you guys saw him out throwing today. I think he looked pretty fine to me.
All right, there you go. There's a coach who was sick and tired of hearing that narrative that they're in trouble because C.J. Stroud's not throwing, and he gets all sarcastic. That's not a word I would use to describe D'Amico Ryans.
Yeah, he doesn't strike me as that in his personality.
Albert Breer and his Monday morning quarterback that we were hunting, that we're picking apart with Albert yesterday, is talking about how the new offensive coordinator, Nick Caley, who's the passing game coordinator previously for the Los Angeles Rams, is going to give C.J. Stroud a little bit more freedom to audible and call his own game in a way that Bobby Slowick wasn't. And that alone should help with Stroud and tap into his unique neck-up abilities that, interesting enough, Albert says goes back to Ohio State. Not interesting. But Albert does have insight on all of that, certainly from the Buckeyes' perspective, since he's such a homer. But did I say it? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I meant insider. I meant insider.
Yesterday
I meant insider.
Out loud, you said that part.
No, but so take C.J. Stroud and his injury off the table. So he's throwing there, which is great news for him and the Texans. And I can't wait to see Stroud in year 3, because this is the moment where he can make that cheddar. Year 3. Mm-hmm. Let's get back to year 1. Even though year 2 ended the same way as year 1, right there in the Final Four of the American Football Conference. So not too bad or shabby in Texas for the Houston Texans. We do have another quarterback being discussed as having something up with his arm. Trevor Lawrence showed up with a sleeve today. Liam Cohen, what's up with the sleeve on your quarterback's arm?
Trevor had a sleeve on today. First time, I believe, in OTAs. Is there anything going on there?
No, I think he just had a little bit of just general soreness. We threw a lot of balls kind of last week and really leading up into, he feels good. He said it wasn't really an issue. It was more sometimes when you just have something to keep it warm, just helps, any type of thrower. So I think that was more just maintenance than it is anything that's really bothering him.
The only question is, what star general is general soreness?
A 2.
A 2-star?
2-star.
Well, I mean, if it's a 5-star, the sleeve means something more than the 2-star general soreness.
Right.
General soreness, though, definitely more concerning than colonel soreness.
Agreed.
And you say Sergeant Soreness?
Agreed.
Is that a wrestler, Sergeant Soreness?
Yeah, he was the NWA TV champion back in the 80s.
General Soreness.
Yeah. Major Soreness, that was an NBC sitcom.
Major
right?
Yeah.
Major
No,
Soreness.
CBS was Major Dad. Gerald McCraney starred in Major Soreness.
Oh,
yeah. Delta Burke was in Major Soreness, so for a few
Hey,
episodes.
now.
Delta Burke. Nice.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.